I'm a little nervous. No, I'm not. A little bit. This is my first time doing this. Let me take this earbud out. I'm a little nervous. It's my first time doing this. Shouldn't be nervous, but I am. But what's going on, y'all? My name is Colin. Y'all know me from running Stomp and Shake Entertainment. What the heck is this? But y'all know me from running Stomp and Shake Entertainment. I've been seeing teams drop content, different shows and things like that. And I love cheerleading, especially Stomp and Shake. So what I wanted to do was take a chance to review some of the episodes and get my input on it, especially since I know a lot of these student athletes. So today, the first one I'm gonna start off with, North Carolina Central just dropped their YouTube channel, and I believe their first episode that they dropped was Training Day. I went in and voted. I was excited to see them because I love the Eagles. So that's what we're gonna take a look at today. Immediately, I love the popping of the bottle because it's champagne. Okay, Tay. Okay. I don't know if y'all know it or not, but Central has self-proclaimed themselves the owner of Donk and Holly Berry. So that's their thing.
It's training day. We about to eat it up. Period. Champagne always. Period.
Big feet.
Everybody, it's MJ. Just having with my hair. How are you? Yep, I'm so ready. We're the 80s decades, as you can see. Period. So we're gonna break it down.
One thing I like about Central is they stick true to their style. I know they have a training day performance at the beginning of the year. They always rock out with a theme. And while I'm on this part, I'll say something about MJ as well. I love MJ. I used to watch her cheer when she cheered at Philip O'Berry in Charlotte. She has a lot of personality and spunk. I like the fact that when I see her on the sideline, she's always giving that extra piece. Everybody is really, but I feel like she stands out. She's a pretty cheerleader, and I love what she has to offer.
Wait, no.
Now this right here, that's the queen.
It's me, the queen.
See.
Stay tuned.
She always talking
Show y'all
about.
the new accessories. We got the.
I work out with Kamari's grandma every day
We got the shirt.
Ooh.
at the YMCA.
Yep. We got the black. It's kind of cute. It's new and improved. Yes. Ready for the season.
Oh no, she's so sweet. All of them sweet for real. For real, they're really good cheerleaders too.
What we do, precise in action,
You gotta do a little prayer in the beginning.
passionate always, we live and learn.
We don't go without that.
Together we rise, together we reign, together we are.
Hey, look at her.
I'm looking for them people. Hey, where they at?
Through the decades, Champagne has carried a legacy of excellence.
From the roaring 20s to the electric 80s, and all the way to today. Style, strength, and spirit.
Never failed.
We represent every era with power, pride, and precision.
We don't just cheer, we command the stage, decade after decade.
We are the energy. We are the legacy.
Strong and true, a tradition of excellence in all we do.
Let me say this about Champagne. So I grew up in Charlotte, North Carolina. My family, everybody went to Johnson C. Smith for real. So that's my introduction to HBCU culture. I remember Smith playing schools like Livingstone and Winston-Salem State. I remember seeing them in their yearbooks and things like that. But I can't remember how old I was, but there was a homecoming where they played North Carolina Central, and Central's cheerleaders, they came in, walked in a single foul line with their big duffel bags. They were quiet, they were chill. Everybody had those cuts. And I was like, dang, who are they? I'm so used to seeing the Lovables at Smith, which don't get me wrong, that's the home team. So yeah, but who is these girls in this maroon and gray over there? And I think ever since then, I had an infatuation with North Carolina Central, the school really, but the band, the cheerleading program. I love Central because I love the uniqueness, the originality. I like the way they clap it out. I like their moves. I don't want to say it's boxy. I can't really describe the movement, but most of their moves, you're gonna see a lot of fist. I feel like they're gonna let you know who they are. They're gonna throw them C's up. I'm not gonna do it, but they're gonna throw them C's up and they're gonna put on a show. Another thing I love about Central is that their uniform styles. You don't find programs with their style too often, and when I say that, I'll say their cheerleading uniforms are more so styled after the NFL. I remember being younger and an article coming out about them, about their style. Of course, anything that's new is going to be challenged, but it stayed. They look good in them, and I feel like that's the Central culture. It's not supposed to be cookie cutter. You got to do your own thing, and so I commend Central for that. But yeah, let me get into this performance. I'm sorry, y'all. Eddie gonna do something. Jay, that's my dog. I love watching Jay. He's a real good performer. And he's another Charlotte kid. So I wanted to pause this real quick just to speak on something here. I see a lot of these kids, and I don't want to call them kids because they're young adults. I see a lot of these young adults, these student athletes on this team together, but just a few years ago, they were across the court and across the field from each other, going hard against each other, battling it out, repping their squad, swearing that their squad was the best squad in the city. And look at them now in the same lineup, repping the same team against somebody from another state or somebody down the street. So I say that to say, it's all fun. The rivalry is all fun. Have a good time, enjoy it. But also remember, don't take it too heavy because one day you might be cheering beside these people. You might be in a lineup with these folks and you don't want to create bad blood or bad energy or come off with a bad attitude. In the name of Stomp and Shake cheerleading, this is fun. We can dig into you with the cheers. You don't have to do all the extra stuff. Okay. real Central style. Like this is, I don't know, when you get to moving like that, that's when I'm like, okay, that's Central. That's, yeah. Only Central can move like Central. Yes, Sergeant Kelly. Hey, what? It's yeah. I remember it probably was around, I remember it being like probably around 2017, 2018, and my friends who would cheer at Central, they'd be hanging out at my house and they'd be playing donk and they'd get the and all that. And I'd be so hyped. I never knew that eventually I would be on the sidelines recording Champagne, getting to experience them that up close. Being a little boy and seeing them at Johnson C. Smith for homecoming across the field, I never knew that one day I will be like this recording Champagne. I mean, twist outs and sweat, everything coming at me just to get that action for y'all. I enjoy that. I love Champagne. I love all the teams, for real. That's just me. But I wanted to start this reaction thing off with Champagne. Just because I know their channel is new and I want to see what they had to offer. Equal Pride, baby. Hold it. And I think that was on South Carolina State.